What if I told you some of Fortnite's biggest stars might be cheating? This isn't just drama, these are real theories, whispered in discords, buried in Reddit threads, and exposed by insiders who were told to stay quiet. Some of these stories are so wild, they just might be true. Over the years, rumors have turned into stories into theories, and now we're digging them all up. Stay to the end, because the final theory might explain why you've been losing all your games without even knowing it. Theory number 1. The Zen Conspiracy. Let's start with one of the most infamous cases in Fortnite history, the Zen situation. Zen exploded into the spotlight with mechanics so clean they didn't look real. Perfect right-hand peeks, laser aim, piece control so precise it looked like a creative montage in real time. He wasn't just good, he made top-tier pros look like bots. Then the clip started circulating. Slow-mo footage showing flicks so fast they broke human reaction time. Reddit threads popping up. Twitter was in flames. People started saying it out loud. Zen is cheating. But here's where it gets weird. No official investigation, no FNCS disqualification, nothing. Some believe it was all a setup, that jealous pros or rival editors doctored clips, added mouse acceleration, edited audio delays just to frame him. But others think the opposite, that Zen was actually cheating, and Epic knew it. But why wouldn't they stop him? Well, because Zen brought hype, viewership, engagement, and in esports, sometimes the face of the scene is worth more than the fairness of it. Theory number 2. Epic's secret favorite players. This theory goes way deeper than just a good connection. Some fans believe Epic actually gives certain players better conditions on purpose. We're talking about players like Boogas, Clicks, Mongrel, the big names. The ones that drive clicks, fill seats, and carry the Fortnite brand. This theory says that players are giving advantages like priority servers with lower ping, reduced packet loss, and protected lobbies, meaning they're less likely to run into RNG griefers or scuffed laning zones in major tournaments. Multiple former pros have hinted at this, saying things like certain names never get bad lobbies, ever. Or, I switched to their server and instantly got worse games. And here's the most compelling part. Some people say traces of this matchmaking favoritism are buried deep in the code, hidden variables that adjust server load, matchmaking strength, or ping routing, all automatically, all silently. If true, it means Fortnite's most consistent stars might not be winning alone. Theory number 3, the Clicks curse. Clicks is the face of Fortnite. His name trends in every season, he has the talent, the grind, the aim, but he's never won an FNCS, not once. And that's where the Clicks curse was born. Every time it gets close, something goes wrong. A client crash, an unexpected bug, a teammate leaves. Even when he's solo, it's always something. Some call it bad luck, but others believe Clicks is part of an unspoken Epic strategy. He's a perfect underdog, always chasing, never catching. And that keeps people watching. Viewers love the story of the almost. They tune in every time hoping this is the season he finally wins. So what if Epic is subtly shaping that narrative? Keeping Clicks right on the edge, but never letting him break through. It sounds insane until you realize how valuable hope is for viewer retention. Theory number 4, the soft aim ring. Most would say it's rare, but that might just mean the cheaters got smarter. This is a theory of the soft aim ring. Unlike most obvious aimbots, soft aim tools are subtle. They assist, but don't dominate. They use mouse acceleration, silent aim assist, and bullet magnetism. Even things like smoothing that mask the cheats as natural skill. Several top players have been accused, even mid-tournament, and yet, no bans, no proof, nothing concrete. Why? Because the top tier knows how to hide it. They swap PCs, use private devices, some allegedly run cheats from an external hardware, so they leave no trace on the Fortnite client. Even scarier, some players claim there's a private Discord server where cheats updates get shared. Only a handful of elite insiders are invited. And if that's true, the soft aim ring could still be active right now. Theory number 5. Boogas' World Cup was rigged. Boogas' World Cup win was iconic. He played smart, rotated early, controlled height, and walked away with $3 million. But what if that was always the plan? This theory says that Epic wanted Boogas to win, that the solo format, the point distribution, even the zone patterns, were all designed to favor his passive, Storm Surge-friendly style. Some pros said the lobbies he played in felt off. Fewer aggressive players, less W keying, more space for Boogas to play his game. He was the perfect poster boy, young, humble, clean image, the kind of world champion Epic could put on a cereal box. Of course, maybe Boogas was just that good, but the theory says maybe he had a little help from the top. Theory number 6, alt accounts and FNCS. Imagine this, you're playing FNCS, rotating into zone, and someone griefs you, hard. They have no mats, no loot, nothing to gain. But what if that player was a ghost? This theory says that pros are using alt accounts in FNCS to scout zones, grief rivals, and even feed loot or intel to their mains. Because Fortnite doesn't always require real name verification, it's easy to mask an alt, VPNs,
voice changers,
different epic IDs, and suddenly you're fighting a ghost who doesn't exist on the leaderboards. Multiple pros have slipped up in streams, accidentally logging into alt accounts on Discord or even streaming scrims while coaching who's suspiciously landing at the same spot every game. If true, it would mean FNCS results aren't just about skill, they're about deception. Theory number 7. Epic silent ban list. Ever notice how some cracked players just vanish? They grind for months, post montages, and get thousands of PR, and then disappear without a word. The theory? Epic has a secret ban list. Instead of making drama like the FaZe Jarvis aimbot case, Epic just quietly bans certain players. No tweet, no blog post, just shadow bans. Their games start lagging, their matchmaking gets worse, or they're silently removed from tournaments. This protects Epic from press release disasters and lets them clean up without a fan outrage. But if this theory is true, how many players have already been banned without us even knowing? Theory number 8. Region switching abuse. Want easier lobbies? Just hop on a plane. That's what this theory says pros are doing. Region switching to dominate smaller servers like Middle East or OCE. The theory is simple. Warm up in easier lobbies, farm placement points, then switch back to NA or EU for the finals. And because Epic has no strict IP locking, it's nearly impossible to stop. Sure, sometimes it's for ping, but for other times it's for prize money, ego, or to qualify in a region they couldn't win in normally, especially if the player is popular enough to bring in views. Theory number 9. Pros sabotage each other. Fortnite is competitive, but behind the scenes, it's war. This theory says top players don't just compete, they sabotage. We're talking paying griefers to land on rivals, leaking drop maps to enemies, sending stream snipers during warm-ups, and spying on scrim VODs and coaching from alt discords. There are even whispers of DMs with cash offers. Stuff like, grief this guy and I'll send you $500. It's all off record and off camera, but the rivalries are real, and the lines get blurry when there's thousands of dollars and careers on the line. Theory number 10. You're being watched. Here's the creepiest one. Some players believe Epic tracks more than just your gameplay. That your mic is always on, even in menus. That your lobby choices, cosmetic use, and even emo preferences are tracked to build a psychological profile. Why? To influence your shop offers, your matchmaking, even your playstyle. There's no hard proof, but multiple players have shared the same weird experience. Thinking about a skin, only to see it appear in their shop. Talking about a landing spot, and suddenly getting contested every game there. It could be a coincidence, or maybe somebody is always listening. Theory number 11. The FNCS zone pattern theory. Have you ever noticed how certain players always seem to get perfect zones? This theory claims FNCS zone pulls aren't truly random, that Epic has zone bias, favoring high-profile players or popular streamers by shifting zones toward their side of the map. Some players have posted spreadsheets showing zone pulls across dozens of FNCS matches, and the patterns are suspicious. Could it be RNG? Maybe. But the theory says Epic adjusts zone distribution mid-tournaments to increase action around certain players, making streams more entertaining and easier to follow. Long story short, you're not just playing a storm, you're playing a script. Theory number 12. Controller aim assist is still broken, on purpose. Remember the old aim assist complaints? This theory says controller aim assist was never fixed. It was just quietly adjusted to be unfair in a different way. Pros claim micro-tracking still exists. The left stick movement paired with L2 spam gives unnatural accuracy, especially close range. Here's the twist. The theory says Epic wants this. Why? Because controller players make up a massive part of the casual player base. If they feel too powerful, they want to keep playing. More engagement, more item shop sales, and more money. So maybe the reason aim assist feels so busted is because it was designed that way. Theory number 13. Epic uses AI to shadow ban stream snipers. Everyone knows stream sniping is a problem, but this theory says Epic is using AI to silently detect and punish it, without ever announcing it publicly. According to insiders, Epic servers track viewing behavior, Twitch syncs, and in-game movement. If someone consistently queues into the same player's game, rotate lates, or dances near a known streamer, the system flags them. What happens next? They're moved to high-ping lobbies or suddenly get matchmaking errors mid-queue. No ban, no message, just a silent punishment. It's not confirmed, but multiple streamers claim it's real, and it might be the most high-tech conspiracy in the game. Theory number 14. Pro burnout is engineered. Why do Fortnite pros burn out faster than in any other esport? This theory says it's not just pressure, it's design. Epic is constantly changing metas, nerfing mechanics, and introducing new items mid-tournament, and some believe it's intentional. The goal? Prevent dominance. Instead of letting one player or team rule a season, Epic keeps things chaotic, making consistency nearly impossible. This drives burnout, forces roster swaps, and keeps the comp scene fresh, even if it's toxic behind the scenes. In other words, chaos isn't a side effect, it's the strategy. Theory number 15. The players are the villains. This one flips everything. What if the real problem with Fortnite's competitive scene is the players themselves? This theory says the top 1% of players are gatekeeping Fortnite's future. They abuse every meta, exploit every glitch, and hoard secrets like zone pulls and all spawn strats, and create a toxic, mean culture that scares off the new talent in the game. Instead of helping the game grow, they protect their spot, even if it kills the scene. And maybe that's why competitive Fortnite is feeling smaller and smaller than it used to be, because the people at the top don't want anyone new climbing up. Some of these theories are wild, some are crazy, some might be true, but one thing's for sure, Fortnite's competitive scene isn't just about building and shooting, it's about control, secrets, and power. Let me know in the comments which theory was your favorite. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.